Did that do it?
Are you streaming now?
Yep. Oh, let me change the title. Hold on. Yeah, I think it started now.
Okay. Yeah, it says we're live. Gotta go on the stream though in case anybody Okay, cool, cool. Gotta stream though in case anybody Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just heard myself with the echo, so yeah, we can wait till more people hop on.
Because somebody actually mentioned that that recent death battle they did.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was on one of your shorts. He said like it was ass. I don't know.
I got this one guy up in my comments. He's like really trying to get me to do something. I forgot what it was. I'd have to look at it. I think it was a battle that he wanted me to do or something. Wait, they did Master Chief versus Doomslayer again?
Yeah, they redid that one. That one was actually really good. Really good. Good stuff. See, like they've been redoing some of their older ones because I guess they see the only one they've redid that had the exact same outcome. Or no, I'm sorry. They've done two. They've redid two that had the exact same outcome. Boba Fett versus Samus, and then of course Goku versus Superman 2023. So, yeah.
I've seen a little bit of Simon the Digger versus Kyle Rayner. I've seen a little bit of Gurren Lagann. Like I don't know, there was one scene that I remember. Like there was like these two big ass robots and they were like clashing with like the drills and like all these galaxies started getting thrown everywhere.
Mm. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't. I've never. It's like I said. I mean, I've never seen that, so I can't really form an opinion on if that's accurate or not. Like the episode itself, I don't know.
Hold on, let me grab my
And then
phone
White
real quick.
Lantern. I mean, okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm back. Just grab my phone real quick.
Gotcha. While we wait for more people, I'm gonna get a drink real quick. All right, I'll
All
be
right.
right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we got a few people watching the stream right now. Are you looking at Dragon Ball stuff?
Yeah. Just
All
going
right.
through it. Who was that? Is that
Oh, hey Frank, what's
we're
up?
live. We're live. We're live. Just letting you know. Frank, can you
Oh,
hear us?
he's muted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he's at a carnival doing fireworks, so I guess maybe he'll pop in every now and then and talk. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's technically Father's Day weekend,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people are out today.
Hmm. So yeah, everyone in the chat, yo, what's up? Uh, glad you can hear us this time because last time we tried streaming Fortnite and well, didn't work unfortunately. Hopefully we'll have that figured out soon to where we can stream something like Call of Duty, Fortnite, or whatever, and do a little play stream.
Which death battle did you want to check out?
Um, I mean, there was one guy who wanted you to check out Simon versus White Lantern. Now, I know you don't know much about them, but if you want to just check it out and check out the scaling, I mean, we could do that. How's that sound?
All right.
Yeah, all right. Is it
From
Simon
idea to
or
submission,
Simone?
empower students to
I've
do
heard
their
his
best.
name pronounced as Simone. I know Simon is usually Simon, but I've heard it pronounced as Simone for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm on it, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
I mean, can't we like share the stream like on the Discord? Like you can pause
Oh
it
yeah,
and
yeah,
play
you
it.
can. Yeah, yeah, that's probably easier. Yeah, that's easier anyways. Do that. Let's do that. Just share your screen and we'll do that.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we're getting more people joining now, so now's a great time, yeah.
All right. Let me know if you can see it.
Um, e loading. Yep, I can see it. So begin whenever you're ready.
You're reacting to Death Battle?
Hey,
We're reacting to Simon the Digger versus Kyle Rayner. Reason why,
we're
Frank, is
live right
because
now. Just letting you know. Yeah, we're
yeah,
live.
You might hear some. I'm outside, so you might be hearing some background noise. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's
if
all
you're
good.
busy,
It's all
you
good.
can head out if you're busy. But if you want to be here, you can.
no, it's fine. I gotta wait like 2 hours for carnival or for the fireworks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, and now Frank, we'll also be doing like a chill stream too. So I mean, like, whenever you were on stream the last time, we had like conversations about pizza places and the gorillas versus fucking bears. We can do that too. Like
Pizza
for
Hut.
other things.
Pizza Hut.
You said yeah, I know you love Pizza Hut. I'm a Papa John's guy, but I do like Pizza Hut a lot. Anyways, Manny, start whenever you're ready.
All right. Let me know if you can hear it though.
Yeah.
Simone the Digger.
What's going on, Gohan?
Lantern. 2 men born of Earth with the willpower to pierce the heavens and conquer infinity.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze.
Have any of you guys seen this fight, or is this your first time seeing it?
Well, this is my
I've
first time.
seen it, but I don't. I've seen it, Frank, but I don't know much about the characters to say if I agree or disagree with it.
I have not seen this one. I didn't even know they did this one, so I didn't. Was this like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I know a little bit about Simone, even though I hated this anime.
He was there too, I guess.
Simone was a digger, content to drill endlessly through the dirt.
Yeah, I saw like the first season, and then like I watched the rest on like YouTube, like different parts here and there. But
named Lagan. Under his magnificently masculine leadership, Kamina finally drilled their way to freedom, seeing the sun after a life in the
oh, happy birthday to your little brother, man.
No means the limit.
That's what's up.
The surface was ruled by the cruel chimeric beastmen, and Kamina would lead his compatriots.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Happy birthday too. Happy birthday too.
Scoring a second mechanism
Happy birthday.
aptly named Gurren.
And as befits Kamina and Simone's unbreakable brotherly bond, Gurren and Lagan merged, creating Gurren Lagan.
With Kamina piloting the body and Simone the head, these two were unstoppable.
Of all the giant fighting robots in all the animes across history.
All right, we're just in the introductions right now. They haven't scaled them yet.
Fueled by its pilot's willpower and capable of
Well, it's within the
making more
thing.
than they can imagine.
Including
Right.
missiles, a jetpack, a sunglasses boomerang, and of course,
Drills, wrist-mounted drills, kunai drills, shield
Gohan in the chat spoiling the ending for me. Kyle got robbed apparently.
Hey, gotta remove the spoilers, man. No spoilers.
I mean, he can spoil.
Well, too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
with Gurren Lagan's awesome
I haven't
power,
seen it, though.
Kamina laid waste to enemy forces,
I haven't
liberated
seen the
human
comic
villages,
yet,
and fomented a
so-
rebellion against the Beastmen King, Lord Genome.
Until Kamina died. Oh, wait, shit, was that supposed to happen?
Nope, and it was all Simone's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul brother paid the price. After all, he was just a humble digger.
I wanna know when they're gonna do the Tom and Jerry and the Coyote. That's supposed to be like the end of June or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
saw
next
that.
one. Yeah, should be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I
You know,
saw
I'm
that on
really
their channel.
hoping Tom takes it because I love Tom and Jerry.
Tom should win if they go by the Heaven Feet.
What's good, Noel?
Lead humanity to victory.
If they go by Tom's Heaven Feet, then Tom should beat Coyote.
Well, I'm hoping. I mean, I like the Looney Tunes. I like Wily. Like I like both of them, but I'm really hoping Tom wins. I really hope.
Humanity's potential, what they dubbed the Spiral Nemesis.
Remember how Gurren Lagann runs on fighting spirit? Turns out that's just a manifestation of spiral power, an energy that all spiral.
Yeah, I do remember on the last stream we were on with all three of us. Someone asked us our opinion on this. How do you pronounce it? Gurren. How do you pronounce that?
Gurren Lagann.
What's
Yeah,
up
I
with
remember
these
someone asked us our opinion
clips
about
with
that.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
Potential Simon would use as he led Team Dai Gurren across the multiverse to take the fight to the anti-spiral. And this is when Gurren Lagann gets crazy.
Channeling spiral power lets you constantly adapt to threats, no matter how overwhelming. Simone can create portals to different realities and higher dimensions. He can generate force fields, absorb energy attacks, and even merge Gurren.
All right, exponential adaptation, self-repair, force fields, energy absorption, reality warping, arc, Gurren Lagann, city size, thunderbolt, space-time shattering burst, spinning punch. Okay, so like what, like 4D, 5D maybe?
Gurren Lagann with bigger and
Yeah,
stronger
probably something like
machines.
that.
Creating the Arc Gurren Lagann.
Well, he did have at the end, he did have the universal feat.
Or the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, which can fire lasers that are
He
faster
did have
than
the universe, like the character did get kind of broken at the end.
and dimensions, all within a Planck instant.
It's the smallest unit of time physically possible.
Meaning,
By the way, hey Frank.
What did it? Well, hold on, I gotta see that again.
and I quote, all time, space, and dimensions.
Hey Frank, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. It's just that like I'm the background. You might not be able to hear me that much because there's a lot of people here at the carnival.
Well, I just wanted to know, are you unrelated to this, but just real quick, I want to know your opinion because this is kind of like chill stream. Are you excited for John Cena and CM Punk again at Night of Champions or no?
No, because John Cena shouldn't be champion.
I got you.
Gray Julius versus comic book guy. For some reason, I just feel like this matchup has connections and can be a good joke battle at least. Yeah, I'll look into it, see what's going on with there. All right, so they said that these lasers can, and they showed a scan here, that it can like travel throughout all time, space, and dimensions, right? But then,
Within a plank instant. That's the
but then they say all the, but then hold on, the gauge is saying something about a Planck time confiant. Hold on, let me see. Incredibly small interval.
Well,
the
there
time
was
emerges
like
naturally.
time stoppage shit that went on in the show at the end. Like they were going through a lot of like logical, physical breaking shit.
Yeah, but they're
at the
trying to
end.
quantify it though, because if the lasers can travel like throughout all time and space and even go into other dimensions, that would be like infinite to like inaccessible, maybe immeasurable depending on context. So I don't know why they're trying to a Planck instant. They're kind of confusing me with this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Which, by the way, I should say when that Tom and Jerry Tom and Coyote thing comes out, I will be doing a reaction on my channel for. So that will be I will be reacting to that. See what they get wrong.
Are you gonna react to? Oh, you said you're gonna react to Ash versus Yugi, right?
Yeah, that will be but it will be Discord exclusive. So Discord server.
Wait, are you gonna stream it on Discord? Or it's gonna be unlisted.
I'm gonna upload it to YouTube as unlisted, so it will be tagged into my Discord. It will be tagged in my Discord server, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because I'm trying to do exclusive videos. I'm trying to test the waters for exclusive
because
videos.
I do remember you made a post about how you were tired of people commenting death battle things on unrelated videos. That happen all the time, right?
Yeah, but I've also been thinking about trying to figure out like ways that I can do exclusive videos. And this is kind of a way to kind of test the waters and see how it turns out.
I got you.
So a couple of reasons.
Space-time axis firing 4.6 E plus 117 times the speed of light, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because they're trying to quantify something that can travel throughout all time and space and into alternate dimensions. So you can't even I mean, like, I guess, but this number right here on screen, I don't even scale Gurren Lagann like that, and this is already kind of a low ball, MFTL plus. So it should be at least.
Well, where do you think he's at? You think he's at Universal?
Oh no, we're going over speed right now. We're going over speed. Based on what the scan they showed earlier with this one right here, all time, space, and dimensions, that would at least at the bare minimum like be infinite speed, and if it's crossing into other dimensions, that could be like a potential of like traveling in between spaces, like into like barriers.
But do you think that like do you think that that's where you think that character would be at, or do you think Death Battle has like overballed him or lowballed him?
So far in terms of the speed, because I don't, like I said, I haven't scaled the series, but in terms of speed, it's getting a little weird because they showed a scan that should be infinite to inaccessible, maybe immeasurable if there's another scan, but they're trying to quantify it as MFTL, which is kind of a low ball.
Great. Yeah.
So you think it's a low ball right now?
Yeah, I think they're kind of lowballing. Yeah, I think they're kind of lowballing the speed for Gurren Lagann or for Simon.
Hey Manny.
Yeah. This speed shouldn't be even faster than Barry Allen. Yeah, no, Barry Allen has a lot of immeasurable speed feats. This wouldn't come close.
Yeah.
So even if it is infinite or inaccessible, it wouldn't be enough. If we're scaling Kyle to Barry Allen, yeah.
Dude, Barry Allen is the same guy who outran death. So I mean, what's that tell you?
Irrelevant speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like this wins the award for fastest calculated speed feat in our show's history. Congratulations.
They just said that this
Fastest calculated
speed feat, fastest calculated speed feat on our show's history. That's wicked business. Wait, so are they saying that he's faster than Superman?
Well,
Goku's faster than Superman, so
Yeah, so like Goku is slower,
why
Superman
you
is
gotta bring up
slower,
Goku?
Flash is slower
Hashtag
apparently. Like,
hashtag Goku does beat Superman.
I mean, but it's calculated
Not
speed
Infinite
feet, I
Frontier,
guess,
dude.
right?
Not Infinite Frontier.
No.
But even if they calculated Flash's speed feats correctly, it would be faster than whatever they
Don't
said for
tell
him.
me that Goku beats Infinite Frontier Superman. Come on. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I mean,
Not Infinite Frontier in the third one, Frank. Don't be a fanboy. Superman wins. Come on now.
Goku should have won in 2013.
I agree. But it's not 2013.
But he didn't, so fuck them.
Yeah, Superman's better. Anyways, let's keep going.
No, he's
man.
not. No, he's not.
Barry had some new feats in Rebirth. He outran Hyper Time. Then he had another feat of exiting the threads of creation and the story itself. Yeah, no, that would be immeasurable to irrelevant. So, yeah, they're kind of like they're doing. It's weird. They're saying that in terms of the things they've calculated, this is like the highest thing they've calculated. But if we go over the characters that they've gone over throughout the years, I guess if we were to bring up our own calcs, we can get numbers higher than that. But you know that's them. So.
Yeah. All right.
Move over, SpongeBob. You've been dethroned.
Move over, SpongeBob. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, prior to this, yeah, SpongeBob had the fastest calculated speed feat in their show. It's actually crazy.
Hold on. An all portal attack that fires the Mega Vortex cannon and Maelstrom cannon of the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann as variable probability projects. It destroys an immeasurable number of enemy. Okay, so like, what are we talking about? Like MFTL in all time, space, and dimensions from the near past to the near future, bro. So okay, so this is an immeasurable speed feat. So why are they saying MFT? I'm not even gonna question it. They do their own thing. So like they're lowballing, but then they're kind of trying to like. I don't know. I think it'd just be better if they just said immeasurable. Like that would probably go easier for them.
It would have been a lot easier, yeah. I don't know why they're doing all this, but
Because it's Death Battle.
yeah.
Death Battle comes up with dumb reasons all the time on why they do shit.
You literally cannot calculate how fast that is.
But it wasn't enough to
Infinite
escape Pharaoh's
universes.
greatest trap, the multiverse
I'm not fishing.
Okay, now
By the way, I
bring
want
up-
to fish today.
What's up?
I want to fish today.
A fish?
Yep.
Nice.
In the fish game. Get the ball in the jar game or whatever it's called.
Are you still in a Buffalo or are you in somewhere else for the carnival?
Yeah, around that vicinity.
More impressive is that this
Cool,
labyrinth
cool.
was 11-dimensional, meaning Simone absorbed a higher dimensional structure several orders of infinity greater than himself. The
Hold on.
infinite number of alternate realities that
They're going over the cosmology real quick.
Cannot calculate how fast that is. But
Oh, yeah, this thing is-
escape the
yeah, it's
anti-spiral's
fucking
greatest trap,
so
the
dumb.
Multiverse labyrinth, an attack that imprisons Simone in his own unique multiverse, forced to experience an
Simone,
infinite
yeah, I
number of
thought it was
alternate realities
Simone.
that controlled his mind, permanently
I don't know why it's,
arresting him in a
why it's spelled
dream
as Simon though, but yeah.
It is Simone, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a dub thing, but that's like the actual thing.
What makes this
Mm.
even more impressive
I'm kind of confused because they said he got like. I gotta see that again.
It's the stupid drill thing. Like, yeah, I'm not. I hated this anime. This anime was so dumb. Like, I don't know why anyone likes it.
Did you watch all of it?
I seen it painfully. It's just a really. The anime is like completely broken, and it's just, the whole thing doesn't make sense.
Mm.
The whole storyline makes no sense. I don't understand why so many people like it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get the
Infinite
show at
number
all.
of alternate realities that controlled his mind, permanently arresting him in a dream world. Okay, so if it's like something happening in his mind and it's not actually happening in their reality, then
Simone and his spiral power are just built different.
so he uses his spiral power.
Bro, Simone absorbed that whole multiverse.
Yeah, I mean,
But this is weird because it's like they're saying that this
they
happened
make
in his mind.
composite. Noel user, yeah, because like Death Battle are known for compositing stuff when like they feel like it, and then when they don't, they just like pretend they don't. Like it is dumb. Death Battle will composite anything if they feel like it's necessary. Which
Yeah,
I
but
just
my
think is so
thing
stupid.
is they said that this was a multiverse that was like in his mind, and then he used like whatever to like absorb that multiverse that was in like a dream world. So it's like a mental scape, right? So I guess for example, like in Naruto, right, where they have like those mental battles, like where Naruto fought Kurama, and they're in that like dimension and they're fighting each other and things like that. So like, would this scale to multiversal if it's just in your mind and like in a dream world, or is this like an actual place? Like, they didn't really.
Well, it's not a dream world.
Well, that's what they said. Like, they say it
They're
right
not
here.
fighting in dream world.
Different. And after
Hold
being
on.
inspired
This is what Death Battle said. Multiverse
Well, that doesn't make sense.
forced to experience an infinite number of realities that controlled his mind, permanently arresting him in a dream world.
Simone and his spiral power are just
Well, it wasn't a dream. I mean, yeah, there were multiple realities, but like, it's not a dream world.
So why do they say that?
Like, there were different realities, but it wasn't a dream world. Like, I don't know where they're getting that from.
after being inspired by his bro, Simone absorbed that whole multiverse to escape.
Kind of weird.
Noel says, wouldn't
I don't
composite
recall that
be
being-
best to use instead if it gives them a full scaling?
Several orders of infinity
want-
greater than
I don't
himself.
recall it being a dream world. Like, I don't like. Again, I don't think. I think Death Battle is misinterpreting what the show like did.
Y'all want to get this comment? Wouldn't composite be best to use instead if it gives them a full scaling?
No, I disagree. I talked about that comment a couple minutes ago. I'm like, no, I disagree with that because it's like Death Battle only composite when they feel like it benefits someone else, but then when it doesn't benefit somebody else, then they don't composite, and that's where I don't
It's
like
just-
their compositing rule
It's
because
just,
like
it's,
it goes back all the way to Goku versus Superman, the first one. It's like even though they've changed their rules and updated now, they still kind of consistent with the whole composite. Okay, we're gonna composite this character to benefit a character from winning, but we won't do it for the other person.
yeah,
if
it's
it
really
benefits
stupid.
them.
It's like, see, it's like I mentioned, like the last time all three of us were on stream. I don't think that using composites is objectively a bad thing to do. Personally, on Thunderclash or on other videos here, you won't see composite being used because it's just not how we like to do it. But I don't think it's like none of us think it's objectively a bad thing to do. It's just not how we want to do it. But Death Battle's case,
Composite's not a
they,
bad
wait,
thing.
Frank,
to
wait,
do
wait,
if
hold
you're
on,
doing-
hold on, please, hold on. However, yeah, I do agree with Frank though. In Death Battle's case, they do composite whenever it benefits someone else. Like for example, they've used composite so many times. But for like Mario versus Sonic, for example, the 2018 version, as well as Eggman versus Bowser, they didn't use Archie because it quote unquote contradicts the main canon. But it's like they've used even since then other composites that have contradicted the main canon. So it's like it just seems like they only use it when it benefits. So I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
the
how I see
thing.
it.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Like, if you want a composite, that's fine, but you have to like make sure both characters then are treated the same way when it comes to composite, which Death Battle doesn't do. Like,
Yeah.
they only do it when they feel like a character should get it, and then like another character doesn't get it because it doesn't benefit them. It doesn't benefit like their argument for the other character winning. So that's why I'm not a. That's why I don't like compositing because I don't like that stuff.
LMAO, you know it's effed up. You can
Sure.
still give him multiversal. I guess Simon, and it still shouldn't be anywhere close to Kyle's AP, especially if we're talking about the White Lantern. That's what Gohan said, and then Noel said, fictional fights are so difficult. Why try to power scale a character who is so difficult and complicated to scale when both consistent and inconsistent play in?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to press play to see what's going on here.
Huh?
The jump between dimensions is basically infinite. Each new dimension adds a new direction of space that extends infinitely, plus an infinite gap in size and scope. What? Oh, we're just getting started. Imagine a two-dimensional drawing interacting with a three-dimensional person.
Okay, that's not too far off from what actually happened.
Because when Simon absorbed the multiverse labyrinth, he merged with every alternate universe version of himself, including an alternate universe Simon who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann. And that author's spiral power made his fictional Simon
remember being a dream.
adding another to the mix.
Wait, if every human being has spiral power, you're telling me we can all do this shit?
This all gave our Simon enough spiral power to form the next step in mecha evolution. Copa Gurren Lagann.
This is when Gurren Lagann is actually fucking crazy. Like,
I got hit with an ad.
Oh, the ad.
Yeah. Ads are not a good
like shooting missiles
Good
that
thing,
alter
dude.
Yeah, and they're gonna be going. They're gonna be going up to 30 seconds now for until you can
Yeah.
skip it.
Sonic
gonna suck.
says, fuck ads.
Yeah,
never
we're not.
said that part.
We're not gonna even get any new money from that. So that's so stupid.
That is stupid. Very stupid.
But why don't you up their money then?
Yeah. Wait, do you make money off your account, Frank?
Well, yeah, I do monetize my video. Well, not all my videos, but I do monetize most of the videos that I make.
Cool.
Just by willing it back into existence.
Despite their higher dimension, damage done to him. Okay. Simon has stated in interviews and reference showing a stronger spiral user as he's such as capable of same feats and abilities as his crew. Okay.
Hold on.
If I have spiral power, whiz,
About that.
Frank, what's going on with you, bro?
What's up?
A lot of noise coming from your mic.
Well, yeah, I told you I'm in a carnival. I'm at a carnival. I told you that in the beginning.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But if you got to come back later, you can, because
I'm outside.
Yeah, but I can barely hear. So, I mean, if you want to come back later, you can. All right, hold on.
My fights.
Hey, Manny.
Yeah.
We have a question. Have you reacted to Naruto versus Ichigo? I'm a bigger fan of Naruto than Bleach, but Ichigo beats Naruto.
That person is right. Whoever that person is, Ichigo does win.
All right, so
Yeah.
let me raise your
Pretty easily.
volume real quick. Just can't have it too loud because there's like a whole crowd of people behind you or something. All right, let me read it. Have you reacted to Naruto versus Ichigo? I'm a bigger fan of Naruto than Bleach, but Ichigo beats Naruto. I've seen that battle a while ago. Yeah,
That's like 7 years old. Or no, like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah, no, that research-wise, disgusting for both of them.
You know, we can react to that next if you want to, Manny.
Oh man, it's gonna piss me off.
The only thing. Yep.
Oh man. Well, go ahead. What were you saying?
Did you want to react to Naruto versus Ichigo next? I mean, we can do that if you want.
I mean, we can, but
Yeah. The only good thing about that Ichigo versus Naruto death battle was the fact that they secretly got Johnny Youngbosch to voice Ichigo in it, but he was like using an alias or whatever for it. That was like the only good thing about that death battle.
Yeah. Well, we're in the middle of this one right now, so.
Well, yeah, not now, but afterwards if you
My
want to.
life growing back.
But even this was not enough for the anti-spiral. Simon one more time.
Super Tangatopa Gurren Lagann!
This mech is so
You know, I
big,
just
its
can't believe there
size
was a
is literally
time, like, I
incredible.
mean, many years
Which
ago,
will somehow even
2016, I
further
thought
drive
Naruto would
Simon and
actually
his
stomp
friends
Ichigo and
shattered
solo the
the
verse, because
anti-spiral once and for all.
everybody in a Skype
Cruel and different
group was telling me that Ichigo was only continent level. It's crazy.
Still to this day, there are a lot of people that still think Naruto wins, which is just crazy.
No,
So-
I saw a comment a few weeks ago. Somebody said Kenpachi was mountain level. That was crazy.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
That's so fucking dumb. That's dumb.
Bro has to Kenpachi. I'm not even gonna get into it, dude. Let me focus on what's going on in front of me. Okay, so became the Simon that believed in him, pulled the moon back into orbit. Okay, that's like small planetary. Struck all of space-time at once, universal. Absorbed the multiversal labyrinth. Withstood the infinity Big Bang storm. Shattered a drill trillions of light years long. Defeated viral four supreme generals. The anti-spiral. Okay, so like they got him at like MFTL to teasing immeasurable to multiversal.
Simo's drill is the drill that pierces the heavens.
I would say he's probably universal.
What do you got to say about that that multiversal absorbing thing they showed? Like, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I just think it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, there's so many components to the show that I don't know. I think multiversal is kind of like stretching it for this character.
So he absorbed the multiversal labyrinth, according to them. So, like, does that, like, are they trying to imply that, like, now that level of power is in his suit and, like, he can use it now? Like, or.
That's like, I don't, it's been a while since I watched the show, but yeah, I mean, I think it's, I don't know. I think they're kind of exaggerating it.
Hey guys, we have another question for all three of us in the chat. Anime versus cartoon, which is better overall?
Anime.
Anime. How about you, Manny?
I mean, if we're talking about old cartoons, like from back in the day, I mean, you might have something, but modern cartoons suck.
Yeah, the modern ones are lacking.
Well, okay, for the most part, Frank, like 95, maybe more percent of the time, newer cartoons just don't do it for me. There are some that are all right. I mean, you know, Hazbin Hotel was all right. I didn't mind it.
I just don't like the style. I don't like the style.
No, I understand. Yeah, so now if we're talking like 2000s, if we're talking 2000s or 90s cartoons, it is
like, are we talking about like Family Guy and The Simpsons? Like,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like Batman the animated series. I'm talking about like shows that look like realistic. Like Batman the animated series didn't look all, you know, toony and crap. Like it's all weird now. Like the style that they have today is just so weird. Like I like the realism like they
Jeremy?
used to have on a lot of the shows. Like you see that with like Cowboy Bebop's an anime, but like, you know, that realistic style, like we don't see that many more with a lot of the modern cartoons, even to a certain extent the anime. But you know, at least with the anime, they still have some of that out there.
So, like, back in the day, it was pretty close. Now,
so yeah, if we're
like
talking modern
lacking,
anime
yeah.
all the way, if we're talking older, like 90s, 2000s, and before that, it becomes a lot closer, but anime still probably, like, edges it out. But how about you, Manny? What do you think?
Yeah, back in the day, probably be close. And then, like, if we're talking about what's out now, probably anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least with anime, you can still get that, you know, with cartoons, you really can't get that anymore.
And Jeremy says, "Hey guys, waving. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing?"
Every star, another world of spiral cousins that can live free.
All thanks to a humble digger.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting into the White Lantern scale. Oh, I got hit with an ad.
Here we
I
go.
don't know. Okay, yeah.
Well, we were, but an ad
After
happened.
these commercial breaks.
The universe is a
God, these
dangerous
damn-
place. Should
All
you
right,
find
now we
yourself
are.
face to face with an
Okay,
enterprising
I don't know who this guy
alien
is, so I don't know what he does.
really pissed off cat,
Yeah,
you know who to
same.
call.
The Green Lantern Corps.
I mean, I know who he is. I just don't know his scaling or anything like that.
Oh, it's one of the Green Lanterns. Oh,
Well, he's a
wait,
White
wait,
Lantern,
wait.
yeah.
The greatest Green Lantern among them was
Oh, it's the original Green Lantern. Okay, I know. Wait, is it the original Green Lantern? It's Hal Jordan?
They're not using Hal Jordan.
Oh, they're not? Okay, I was getting confused. I thought they were using Hal Jordan. Like, wait, what? I thought they were using someone
No.
different.
Yeah, what's his name? Kyle something? It's
Kyle
Kyle
Rayner.
something.
It's just a different Green Lantern.
Kyle Rayner,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know who this one is. I know who the other one is. I know the two main ones. I don't know who these ones are.
The Emerald Tyrant, Parallax.
There was only one survivor of Parallax's killing spree.
God, I remember how much backlash that they got for Green Lantern versus Ben 10. Oh my God, that was terrible.
Yeah. Ben 10 should have won. I still say Ben 10 should have won that.
No, Frank. Dude, everybody agrees he should have. Like, okay.
No, I've seen people that still think Green Lantern wins.
Well, okay, Frank. If you go on the likes and dislikes of that, which are hard to find, well, you can.
Well, what does that matter? People still dislike Goku versus Superman. That doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, but Green Lantern and Ben 10 is like the likes and dislikes. A ratio is actually probably the closest it's ever been in terms of.
Goku versus Superman's still higher.
Probably, I haven't checked in a while.
Goku versus Superman's always going to be the highest.
Yeah.
Billion times over. That's like stretching an inch into a light year.
Lanterns control time and space.
Invisibility, intangibility, time manipulation.
Speed force singularity.
Tapping into the Speed Force requires entering a higher dimension of space, requiring speeds that are not
I like how they
faster than
show
light.
Jordan killing Ben when they said you might hate him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I was
Jeremy.
they're comparing him to the other Green Lanterns.
Automatically protecting its user from danger.
They're comparing him to other Green Lanterns, which, you know, if we're gonna play that logic, what about power scaling? What about power scaling? Oh, that doesn't count. But
Wait,
that's
no,
what they're
Frank.
doing here.
Frank, no. What Jeremy meant in the chat, was he liked that they showed Ben killing, I mean, not, Hal Jordan killing, Ben when they said you might hate him, because a lot of people hate that Green Lantern won that fight, so that's what Jeremy meant.
What do you mean about Green Lantern? Like him winning the fight?
Yeah, in the chat, Jeremy just said that. It was just a jab that, you know, people hate the Green Lantern versus Ben 10 fight, which a lot of people do, obviously.
Okay, so then, hold
No,
on.
I'm not
pause,
saying they don't.
Pause. They just
What's up?
They just said that Simon, right? They said something about something being 11D.
Simo.
But then they have Simone. Yeah, they said something about like the multiverse absorbing thing. They also said like 11D or right, whatever. They were talking about it like somewhere around there, like the 5-6 minute mark. But now they're saying DC's multiverse has 12.3 dimensions. So already according to their stats, if they both are MFTL to immeasurable, but then the AP is 12D for DC and then 11D for Gurren Lagann, what is their reasoning? You just had him like technically they just had Kyle technically scale faster and more powerful. So like how did they have him lose?
Because they have to dumb everything down and freaking try to justify their bullshit. That's why.
Thing I've ever heard.
The ring's only downside is that it's limited to 24 hours before needing a recharge.
Okay, no, recharge every 24 hours? Nah, that was like a weakness like back in the day. They've mastered that now, so no.
So it can blow up universes, but it has the battery of
That
an
dusty
iPhone.
ass scan.
Never mind, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Although I'd say Kyle's biggest weakness was Kyle.
Why are they using other cartoons that have nothing to do with the fight?
Perhaps a manifestation of Kyle's self-doubt. Any reflection came too late, though, when
We
one
go.
of Kyle's villains brutally murdered his girlfriend, Alex.
Like,
and
why are they
her
showing
father,
highlights of
Fritz.
cartoons that have nothing to do with the character at all?
This moment was so
Yeah, I have
infamous,
no
it's
idea.
of the
what
character.
called fridging.
For how female characters are often sacrificed as mere plot devices to further a male character's development.
So it might surprise you that
Finding
happened to
a
Kyle
fridge. Wow.
again.
Kyle finally got serious. He became a prominent member of the Justice League, faced off against Hal, and even rebuilt the Green Lantern Corps better than ever.
But little did he know, this torchbearer's greatest journey had only
Hal
just
Ford.
begun.
In order to save Ganthet from an emotional lobotomy, it's a long story, he had to master all the colors of the emotional
Alrighty, let's see who they're gonna have win this.
Each representing a different emotion. The yellow light of fear lets Kyle
Ooh, the yellow
the worst
one.
horrors in your mind. The more scared you are of him, the stronger he becomes.
Orange light is fueled by bottomless avarice, possessing Kyle to absorb not merely his enemies' attacks, but also their souls.
Red is rage, ripping out Kyle's heart and replacing his blood with napalm, which sounds like it sucks, but it's metal as hell.
Blue light is
We're like
powerful
live streaming.
and allows Kyle to heal wounds, resist mental domination, and supercharge his rage.
Indigo is compassion, reducing his opponent's will to fight and
Hold on, I gotta pause it. Somebody asked me a question. All right,
What'd
so
you say?
yeah, somebody asked me a question. Probot boy, he said, "Wait, when did they overcome that weakness, the 24-hour thing?" I got you. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. It's literally a quick Google search. Hold on, I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it in the thing, and then I'll post it here.
Can Green Lantern beat Red Hulk? He ended up beating the Incredible Hulk. Depends on which one we're talking about.
I'm gonna post it in the thing. All right, so there we go.
Like which Green Lantern, which Red Hulk? Because we have movie Red Hulk now. We got comic book Red Hulk. And there's different Green Lanterns, obviously.
All right, so to answer
So,
Homeboy's
obviously-
question, that's a quick Google search. Historically, Green Lantern powers had the 24-hour recharge requirement. However, this is no longer the case. Instead of Green Lantern rings can now hold a certain amount of power that is depleted with use, much like a gas tank. So it's no longer like a time limit. It just depends on like how strong the Green Lantern is. And if we're talking about like Kyle Reiner, which from what I've seen from like my homeboys, scaling them to like multiversal, hyperversal, maybe even in some cases outerversal, that's a big ass gas tank that can last way longer than 24 hours. So that hopefully that answers your question. Are you ready for me to press play?
Yeah.
connecting him to others.
The final one was the Sapphire Light of Love. With it, he can trap enemies within crystal matrices and control their minds. But Kyle only mastered it by forgiving himself for Alex's tragic death.
Oh, self-love. I get it.
Yeah, okay, now we're bringing up Johnny Bravo. Okay. Now.
I like Johnny Bravo. I used to watch it as a kid. A long
I
time
did
ago.
too. I did too. But why is he being brought up in a show that has nothing to do with him?
There's TF2.
Then something that makes you live.
Empowered by the physical embodiment of all life in the DC multiverse, Kyle is vastly more powerful than any other Lantern in existence.
You are the my Ash. You're the greatest Green Lantern.
Who could harness the energy of every power battery across the multiverse?
Not only can Kyle instantly heal all wounds, purify corruption, and resurrect the dead, the white light of life is strong enough to go up against threats to all of creation, like the anti-monster.
Okay, so it's not totally useless.
Especially after Kyle visited the source and acquired the life equation. Essentially the source code to reality, the life equation is mathematical proof that life is worth living.
With it, Kyle can alter all of reality at a whim, even threatening the new gods like Darkseid.
The life equation, like its counterpart, the anti-life equation, is a conceptual artifact from a higher reality, originating in a platonic realm that is, in a sense, more real than we are.
So it's not a shock that the equation.
All right, so then it's outerversal. Why don't they just say that?
To control it, and it subconsciously manifests
Because they have to make the show long, I
Kyle's
guess.
greatest weakness was still himself.
Kyle
Mm.
spent his whole life
You
struggling
know,
with the power that the gods granted him.
have they ever used that term Outerverse? I don't remember them. I mean, they might have. I don't remember them ever
No.
saying that.
Bro,
term,
for
though.
I
years
don't
we
think they
have been
ever
on
have.
their ass to use higher metas and stop trying to calculate certain shit, but they just don't listen.
No, they never do. They still composite until the end of days. We just, we've tried. They don't listen.
Not bad for a
Nothing we can do about it,
from LA.
unfortunately.
And now he was the one giving out rings of unlimited power.
That's why I don't make videos on it anymore. Because it's
Told them the truth. You can't teach someone
it's
how to use
basically
such power.
trying
You
to get
have
through a
learn
brick wall.
yourself, making
They don't
mistakes
they don't
along the
listen.
way.
But with the
They want to
power of
keep
life
being
at
stupid
their
about
command,
composites,
there's no
but
end to their
you know,
journey, only endless beginnings.
what are you gonna do? It's been since
All right.
what? 2012. They've been doing it.
That's because it was taken off YouTube for being too
They're not going to change at this point in the game.
Baylor Galaxia versus Beerus. Yeah, I
Beerus?
remember
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
I watched that.
Yeah, they had it. I guess it got taken off because of copyright. I believe. I don't know.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it got taken off a while ago. Yeah.
Did
I
they
mean,
ever?
you can still watch it on
never
their
did-
You can still watch it on their site, I believe, but
Oh, they didn't ever get it restored?
I'm not gonna lie to you
I guess
guys.
not. No.
Guys, what's going
Now,
on?
Manny, do you want to watch the fight scene or just skip to the conclusion?
We can skip to the conclusion, but what do you like, bro? Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? What is that?
I'm seeing animation.
Yeah, but
It's
look
animation.
Look at the quality, though.
Well, is it hand drawn?
Some of it is.
Hold on. Ew, what's going on? What?
Or wait, no, I mean, yeah, all of it is, yeah.
But
Look at
dude,
his sprite,
dude,
though, but I guess
but
not.
I'm not even trying to be mean. This is bad. Like, bro, like, nah, that's, bro. What is this?
Who was the Does anyone know who the animator is?
Why do they have
let
Shenron
me
here?
try to look
Okay,
that
yeah,
up
now
real quick.
they're not taking this serious at all. Why is Shenron here?
Tell me about it.
Dude, look at this. Bro. Do you see that? Look at his hand. Look at his face. Like, are they like really low on money?
Yeah.
Like, that's why they needed like all those people to donate because they're like running low on money to like animate, or
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the...
Well, they don't have the backings of Warner Brothers anymore. So, or Rooster Teeth, whatever. I mean, well, Rooster Teeth was owned by Warner Brothers. Yeah, whatever.
this is
Same
such
difference.
a this is
Well,
is
it's
such
coming
a,
back, but Death Metal won't be a part of it, I don't think.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to be a part of the new Rooster Teeth.
Jeremy said some of the animation was peak. All right, so the
And
beginning.
Rooster Teeth isn't going to be a part, and the new Rooster Teeth isn't going to be part of Warner Brothers. So,
Well, the beginning
and
part
they're
of
not
the
going to have
animation
Ruby
is
either because
sad.
that was sold. That was sold to Viz Media. That was final. That's not coming back.
All right, Jeremy said that peak animation is about to pull up here, so let's
Oh,
see.
this part of it's not bad.
Nah, compared to what they've
Beginning
done in the
sucked.
past, in comparison to what they've done in the past, this is
Oh yeah, I know. But
Massive
I'm saying that
fall
this
off.
part of the animation isn't that bad. Like the compared to the first part of this animation.
no. I'm talking about like
This is a
previous
little better.
animation. Yeah, it's. It's just
This
when I think
part
of Death
the
Battle, I
fight
think
is
of
a little
like
better than the first. This part of the fight is a little better than the first part of the fight.
yeah.
Because the first part of the fight was trash. Oh.
Nah.
or hope for the future. Choose life. Have faith in the Simon.
If this animation came out in 2012, it would have been peak. But now, no.
One more.
Yeah, this part's actually... Yeah, I like this part.
Okay. Infinite.
The super weapon
Infinity.
wasn't the mech. It was me. Then, Simone, I'm taking you in brightest day, in blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern. Let's see you grit those teeth.
Simone wins.
Yep. Game over.
I didn't like the animation. I'm sorry. All right, let's see what they got to say.
You make a good lantern. Simone of Earth, you have been chosen.
Also, he takes the ring.
Just who the hell
Yep.
do you think I am?
And now let's see the reasons why.
The guy with the snazzy sunglasses.
When both combatants possess unlimited power, it's hard to judge.
I
them
don't
by
think
our
I
normal
can't
standards.
disagree with
Take
Simone
speed. Someone can hit
losing
with
here.
a number of targets all at once.
But I think the
Kyle can fly
reasonings are
faster
going to be
surpass the
stupid.
normal concept of speed itself.
When you control space and time, things like strength and speed kind of become irrelevant.
Instead, let's analyze them through a lens more applicable to beings as absurd as Simone and Kyle. Their imagination, their willpower, and their ultimate potential.
These three categories are insane. Imagination, willpower, and potential. Like, they just gone over why... Like, they said strength and speed is irrelevant for some arbitrary reason when the speed and the strength was so overwhelmingly in Kyle's favor that, these three categories don't... These categories are irrelevant. So I
With
don't-
Simone?
Yeah, because they tried to say that talking about their speed or their strength, they literally sat there and said that. Hold on, let me just rewind it real quick. Let me.
Things like strength and speed kind of become irrelevant.
Instead,
Okay, hold on. Look, this is what they said.
Snazzy sunglasses.
when both combatants possess unlimited power,
When both combatants possesses unlimited
it's
power,
hard to judge them by our normal standards.
it's hard to judge them by their normal standard. Your standards are not normal for one.
Take speed.
Their standards are not. You gotta remember, this is Death Battle. Their standards is making shit up to click their narrative.
Control space
Wait, so if he's faster than the concept of speed itself, why would you not?
and time. Things like strength and speed
Look, things like strength and speed. They said things like strength and speed
kind of become irrelevant.
kind of become irrelevant. Why? Why? Like they just said that Kyle had superior speed and power. So these three categories they're trying to bring up, like the imagination, willpower, and what's that third one? Press play. And the potential, like these categories are irrelevant. I got it. But like Reptile, you see what I'm saying? Reptile.
Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, no. So
Yeah,
like
what's up?
as I was just going over, they said strength and speed is irrelevant, so we're going to go over these categories instead to determine the winner. But it's like they just gone over why
I
Kyle's
did hear that, yeah.
Yeah, but they just gone over Kyle's speed and power being like superior. They just scaled the cosmology for DC higher than Gurren Lagann. They just showed better speed statements and speed feats and speed scaling with the Flash that's higher than Gurren Lagann. So why are those two categories irrelevant, but these ones somehow are? Like, I don't even want to listen to the rest of this, to be honest. That's crazy.
Ultimate potential.
First up, imagination. The boundless things they could conjure to use against the other. Both could think up just about anything.
Wait, hold on. For 1 second, Manny, you're cutting out. I didn't get all that.
I didn't say anything.
Manny, you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't say anything.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out. Hey Frank, yeah, hey Frank, mute your mic for a sec, just for a sec. Just for a sec, mute it. Like, okay, Manny, talk.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you, dude. If you're talking, I'm not hearing you. Okay, Frank, you can unmute.
Yeah, he was cutting in and out for about a couple minutes on my end too.
Yeah, I didn't get all that what he said. I mean, I heard the you think like okay, so Manny, if you're hearing me, I heard you say you think it's ridiculous that they didn't talk about strength and speed, but they're going over those 3 categories. That I understand and I do agree with that, but I didn't hear the rest.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you, dude. Just so you know.
All right, so like, what's going on here?
So.
How about now?
Yeah, better. Okay, so what were you saying?
Yeah, that's all I said. Just the strength,
okay.
speed. Yeah. So like they said, the strength and the speed was irrelevant, but they just scaled like Kyle being stronger, more powerful, and faster. But they said those were irrelevant. But apparently, these 3 categories they're doing now is supposedly relevant, which I don't know.
That's kind of weird, yeah.
No, it's death battle, just breaking their own logic to fit their own narrative. That's really what it is.
Fighting across time? Anything.
Simone did have a few attacks that Kyle hasn't encountered, like the probability-altering missiles, but it's likely Kyle could
You there,
have
Manny?
considering his
Yeah, I'm still here.
against existence being
Okay,
erased
good.
across the multiverse.
And in general, Kyle's constructs were a lot more creative than Simone's arsenal, which was mostly drills. Though, again, nothing Simone couldn't adapt to with, say, his energy absorption. Imagination is a draw.
That leaves the other main factor for both characters.
Jeremy says, Manny, you also scale their dimensionality as well.
Since it's the source of everything for both of them, whoever's got the stronger willpower wins.
So imagination was
Multiverses
tie this up?
scale with their willpower, but we can use dimensions to roughly calculate a difference. This might sound absurd for most characters, but it's necessary for beings as beyond the pale as Simone and Kyle.
The multiverse labyrinth that Simone absorbed contained 11 spatial dimensions. That's 1.3 dimensions less than the multiverse Kyle's power can threaten.
And remember, each numbered dimension infinitely surpasses the one below it.
Which meant Kyle's willpower was stronger at a base level. However, that doesn't necessarily mean Kyle gets the edge, because if there's one thing both of these guys are known for, it's that they can always get stronger.
So to determine the limits of their willpower, we first need to understand their full potential.
Simone's
Okay, they just lied. Hold on.
But it's necessary for beings as beyond the pale as Simone and Kyle.
The multiverse labyrinth that Simone absorbed contained 11 spatial dimensions. That's 1.3 dimensions.
There are signs in theoretical math that imply the universe is layered well beyond the known 11 dimensions. 12 and a third.
Less than the multiverse Kyle's power.
But how do they even know that? And even if that was the case, that's like base Kyle. Like, that's not even the White Lantern.
Can threaten.
And remember, each numbered dimension infinitely surpasses the one below it.
Which meant Kyle's willpower was stronger at a base level. However, that doesn't necessarily mean Kyle gets the edge, because if there's one thing both of these guys are known for, it's that they can always get stronger.
So to determine the limits of their willpower, we first need to understand their full potential.
Simone's whole deal with spiral power is how he can constantly evolve to get stronger. So just because Simone starts out weaker doesn't mean he'll stay that way.
Absorbing the multiverse labyrinth required Simone to leapfrog several orders of infinity in an instant.
They're really wanking the multiverse labyrinth feat. I'm sorry. What do you think, Reptile?
Well, it's like I said, I haven't seen the anime, so I can't really make a judgment. But with everything they're saying and that they've said, I could see why you're saying that. Yeah. But Jeremy did put down in the chat, Manny. So by their logic, Kyle should stomp Simone since Kyle has higher dimensionality.
Pretty much. But they said the power was irrelevant for some arbitrary reason. It was weird.
Simone made himself that much stronger through sheer force of will.
Yeah, I do agree that they're wanking the multiverse feat.
Especially since spiral power also lets him regenerate his body down to an informational level. Kyle's never destroyed something that thoroughly before.
Without the ability to easily kill Simone,
But they...
it was only
What?
a matter of time before
They just said that Simone's like abilities allow him to regenerate on an informational level. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I agree that they're wanking the multiverse feat as their argument.
yeah, but they also said that, well, for one, it's not informational level; it's conceptual level. That's how
Which
you would say
I
that.
still
but-
think is kind of a subjective feat in terms of whether it's like whether it's really truly like multiversal, like in terms of destructional capabilities, or if it's universal plus or just universal.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. But they just said that like Kyle can like scale to the anti-monitors who also operate on a conceptual level. So why would it not also work on Simone? Like, yeah, that's weird.
Kyle's ring ran low on charge, especially since Simone could.
Oh my god, they keep bringing up the 24-hour recharge thing.
Mia did. While Blue Lantern Light could boost Kyle's power, he's never jumped several orders of infinity in strength like Simone has.
And while Kyle could manipulate emotions to reduce Simone's willpower, Simone resisting the labyrinth's mental manipulation meant he could power through anything Kyle threw at him.
Everything, that is, except for the life equation. It originated from a higher level of reality and would have more than even the odds.
Too bad Kyle couldn't control it. It was just as much a detriment to him as an asset, forcing him to relinquish it to keep from destroying reality and himself.
Compare that to Simone, who merged with a version of himself, writing a version of Gurren Lagann, and using spiral power to make that fiction into reality.
A pretty similar level of reality to the life equation, and a level of power Simone had no trouble embracing and mastering by the end of his story. No matter how you look at it, Simone might start weaker, but
But my thing is, why aren't they... Like, dude, there's so much information they're not even sharing. Like, what about Limbo? Like the realm of stories and narratives, where narratives are born, stories are created. It's beyond that. And then the other realms above it. I don't know. They're trying to say that, like, it scales to the God sphere, like, in a way. Like, nah, there's no evidence of that.
will always transcend Kyle's. Isn't that how all of Simone's battles usually go anyway? That's Gurren Lagann in a nutshell.
So Simone's incredible potential eclipsed Kyle, which means his willpower was ultimately greater. Kyle may have embodied life itself, but Simone's unstoppable evolutionary potential would shatter even the
I'm not
Lantern's
necessarily.
light.
I mean, I don't know necessarily if Simone doesn't still win this fight.
Yeah,
But
that's enough for
I
me.
do
I'm not
think
watching that.
they. I do think that this is another case of death battle, kind of scaling it more into beneficial to Simone winning versus the other character. But again, I don't know necessarily if Simone doesn't still win this fight. It's just Death Battle executed in a way where they made sure that Simone won and gave him a little more of the benefit of the doubt versus Kyle, it seems like.
So, all right. So, Manny, final thoughts then?
What was that?
You there, Manny?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hello?
Oh my god, I don't know why you can't hear me.
Hey, Frank, do you hear Manny or no?
I can hear you. I can't. I mean, I don't hear him. I mean, unless he's not talking.
Oh, all right.
It must be Discord. Yo.
Oh yeah.
You there, Manny? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so what are your final thoughts about that battle?
It was trash. I didn't like it.
Well, the animation, obviously, you didn't like, too.
Yeah, I didn't like the animation.
No.
I think the second part of the animation was okay, but the first part wasn't that good. The start of the fight wasn't that good. Oh, how you doing? The first part of the animation was not good, but the middle part of the animation I think was okay, but again, not that great compared to what they've done before.
All right, we'll be answering questions now if anybody has any questions in chat.
Yeah, we'll take a break from reacting and yeah. But yeah, the next one, if you want to react to in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, give or take, if you want to do a Naruto and Ichigo, we can do that. Or something else, that doesn't matter.
You sure not? I mean, I've already seen that. It's a train wreck.
Yeah, it was awful, dude.
The only thing good about that fight is that they secretly got Johnny Youngboss to voice the character because they had him use an alias because he technically couldn't do it. So he used an alias, but that was definitely Johnny Youngboss who voiced Ichigo in that death battle.
So, okay, so Frank, are you a fan of Naruto? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I love Naruto, dude.
Yeah, I'm just asking. It's pretty good, too.
Dude, Naruto is my shit, bro.
Would you put in your top 5 anime?
I watched it on Cartoon Network. I started getting.
Yeah, me too. Adult Swim. Adult Swim.
No, like it was on Cartoon Network. Bleach
okay, we have a question for
Bleach
us.
was on Adult
Are
Swim.
you?
Cartoon Network originally was the ones who aired Naruto on Toonami back when it was on the Cartoon Network Toonami block back in the day.
All right. So Frank and Manny, we have a question. Are you doing any more videos like what you did for Thanos versus Sonic? So, yes, we are.
I didn't even know they did that video, but okay.
No, we did that video, Thanos versus Sonic.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Manny, did you want to mention the one that we have that is coming out?
Yeah, the movie Mario versus movie Sonic. I still gotta edit it.
I still want to do the Videl versus Korra.
Yeah, that one will. Well, gotta understand, Frank. We need the funds for that.
Yep. Well, I mean, I already told you guys about the idea we could do for that.
Wait, hold on, Frank. Hey, Manny, you're kind of quiet. It sounds like you're far away from the mic. What'd you say?
No, I didn't say nothing.
Man, Boruto is not stronger than Naruto. What? What are you talking about, bro? I don't even think they've come out with because the show ended like a couple years ago, but like I think they're gonna like have a new part like come out soon, or at least for the anime. But
well, didn't Naruto lose Kurama? So like,
No, he's still OP as fuck. He's still, I think he still technically has them, at least in the
No, I'm pretty sure
early
he
parts.
lost him. His daughter has Kurama now.
No, the daughter doesn't have Kurama.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
Hold
the
on.
daughter doesn't. No.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Hold on.
I watched the entire anime of Boruto.
Yeah, no, but it's in
There's
the
no,
manga. The manga's still going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hold on.
Oh, don't tell me what's going on with the manga.
Oh, then never mind.
Don't tell me that shit.
Also, by the way, Manny, I didn't hear you. You mentioned the Sonic versus Mario thing, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. But yeah, we are doing movie Mario, movie Sonic, so yeah.
What's this? Sully and Mike versus Charles and Penny should have been an animation rewind. Most recent specials don't have all agreed connections. Along takes two worker jobs to make you happy. Both me and Yeti even. I don't know who those are, but
Sully and Mike from Monsters Inc. Don't tell me you don't know who those are. Come on.
ooh, Monsters
Mike
Inc.
Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Come on.
I don't. Well, are you talking about the green guy and the blue dude?
No, I'm talking about the purple. Yes, I'm talking about those. Jesus.
I don't remember what their names were.
I'm just fucking with you, Frank. Okay, Charlie and Pim. Who's Charlie and Pim? I might
Yeah,
know, but who is
Gohan.
that?
Frank hasn't seen the manga, so he wouldn't know that.
All right.
But yeah, no. In terms of being animation rewind, well, we try our best for connections, like at least for a lot of the stuff. But it just kind of depends. I mean, if you talk about the old cartoon Fight Clubs days, I mean, obviously we were kind of doing a lot of different friggin' shit every day.
Especially Sans. Remember the Sans days in 2016? Oh my god, those were something. I miss 2016. Good Skype days, YouTube days. Yeah.
The current rewind rumbles that we do, like we try to do connections, or
Yeah.
something that's similar to them, or something that's like pretty close, like because we don't want to just always do stomp fights. I mean, it's not that we can't do a stomp fight, but we have to balance it. Which some people are like, well, you don't want to balance it, but we balance it even if the fight is like completely like lopsided. Like the recent fight with Sakura and Yang, the reason why that fight was closer than it actually should have been was because that was in production hell for like several
3 years.
years. Like, but I mean, Sakura still won even back then. But in today's contents, if we started production on that fight like today, Sakura would have destroyed Yang. Like, but again, it's all contents. Production of that fight goes all the way back to like 2017, but we didn't start doing animations on it and stuff like that until like 2020, and then obviously kept getting delayed because of animators and crap like that. So
And then it finally came out. See, I remember, Frank, like I commented on the video. I'm like, bro, we got Sakura versus Yang before GTA 6. That's crazy.
yeah, I was like trying to get it out because like for the past like 2 years, because we had the animation done I think for like 2 or 3 years, but like we couldn't get it out. So like yeah, a lot of the research was outdated by the time we got it out because we had so much production hell on that fight.
20,
But Sakura still wins no matter what. Back when we started it, she still won. She wins today even better than she did back then when we started working on it. But yeah, that's why it kind of went that way.
Jeremy says 2016 was my most nostalgic year. I'd say 2017 for me. You know, I graduated high school, moved into a new house. A lot of cool shit happened that year, and then
Also,
go
put it
and
this
then
time,
go.
I don't even remember when I recorded the lines too. Like, remember we did the co-host lines that I did? Like, I don't even remember when we did it because it was so long ago. Like, I actually like about a year ago, I asked him to rewind if he wanted me to re-record them, but he's like, "Nah, we'll just keep that." So like,
And
I
then
don't even remember recording the lines. Like, I
also
forgot about them.
Frank and Manny.
It
Gohan
was so
says
long ago.
we're getting World War III before GTA 6. I really hope not, but that's all I'll say because I don't want to dive into politics here.
I'm
But
not going.
Gohan, I really hope not.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Okay, you know what then? How about this? So Frank and Manny, you both there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, good. So I have a question for you guys and me, of course. I'll go ahead and I'll answer it first, and then also the chat too. So, chat, Manny, Frank. Last time I asked you guys, and we had a pretty good conversation about it, what your favorite pizza places were. So this time, I'm gonna ask you another food-related question because I don't know why the fuck not. What is your guys's? And again, this is for the chat too. What is your guys's favorite fast food burger? If I had to answer, you
Uh,
know, it's real.
McDonald's.
Well, what from McDonald's? Big Mac, quarter pounder, what?
Just a regular double cheeseburger, quarter pound. I've had quarter pounders before; they're okay too. But just double cheeseburger. I don't like burgers any other place other than McDonald's. So,
Well,
McChicken,
Frank, that's
McChicken. No, listen, McChicken. Add cheese and Big Mac sauce. It'll change your life. I
McChicken.
promise.
That's not a
no.
burger.
No, I get a double cheeseburger.
Oh, you were asking
Extra
for a
ketchup,
burger? I
extra-
guess a Big Mac. I guess I don't know.
Extra
Big Mac.
ketchup,
Okay, cool.
extra ketchup, extra mustard, no pickles, no onions.
Right. Well, if I had to answer that, McDonald's is good, but it's not my favorite. My favorite, for the longest time, it was the Baconator at Wendy's. That's the shit. But as of like 1 year ago, it changed. I had Culver's, double cheese, a double Culver's butter burger. That is the best fast food burger. And yes,
go
I've
on.
had.
I kind of agree with
hold on,
you.
Frank. Wait, hold on. Wait. Time out. And yes, I've had Five Guys, and yes, it's extremely close, but I think Culver's just edges it out. So for me, Culver's the butter burger.
Yeah, I agree with Gohan. I don't really like the burgers. I don't really like burgers in general. I only eat McDonald's burgers. Those are the only burgers I really like. I just like the taste of it, of the burger meat, compared to like regular burgers. I had Burger King a while, like when I was a kid. I had Burger King, but I never really liked Burger King's burgers because they burn the edges of their burgers. So I don't really like their burgers. So I always just kind of go to McDonald's. If I want a burger, I always really go to McDonald's. Or because that's like genuinely like where I like burgers. I don't like really even homemade burgers. I just don't like the taste of it. I like the taste of McDonald's burgers though.
Cool. So Manny, your favorite fast food burger is a Big Mac then? Like, I'm talking like in general. It doesn't have to be McDonald's. Like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, all
Oh,
that
okay.
shit.
I guess for right now, Culver's has actually been slapping pretty hard. I get
That's my favorite, dude.
Yeah, I get the deluxe.
Mm.
What do you think if some people in chat just hopped up on stream?
You're planning to do that?
I don't know. I was thinking about it. Maybe not today, but like another time. That'd be a lot of people, I think.
I mean, if you want to make a Discord server, then add it on your channel. I mean, yeah, we could do that at some point. So, okay, you know what? I'm gonna repeat a question that we got the last time. But Frank, hey Frank, I think, hey Frank, you there?
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
Homeboy's getting some cotton candy.
I guess he must be. So, Manny, basically, the last time we were on stream, not the Fortnite stream, the stream before that they couldn't hear me for some reason, so you deleted it. But within that stream, we got, I think Gohan asked a question. I don't remember who did, but whoever did asked us what our opinion on Dragon Ball Super was. So because that stream is deleted, did you want to answer that again as well as Frank?
Yeah, for me, there was a lot of fight scenes that were pretty cool and entertaining. Hit versus Goku was good. The fight scenes in the Goku Black Art were pretty good. The fight scenes in the Tournament of Power was pretty good. Narratively speaking, it was kind of like a rerun of like what we are typically used to seeing, like tournaments and things like that. The animation, at least for like most of it, I didn't like it, but at least they got the animation right when it came to the parts that were like the most important. Power scaling was pretty good, made Goku a lot stronger. All right, it was all right. It wasn't. I don't think it's better than Z, but
I think it might be good.
it was pretty good.
Shit.
It was all right.
Hey, Frank, you there yet or no?
I
I'm
do
here.
have a lot of issues with
Okay,
Super though, but like, yeah, it's all right. It's like, like Dragon Ball
So
Z,
Frank,
like,
question.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Sorry, what?
I think it might be dead.
Hey
Hey
Frank,
Frank. So, question was. Question is, Frank,
I don't think he can hear
what
you.
is your opinion on Dragon Ball Super? Do you like it, hate it, or what?
I don't think he can hear you.
I don't think you can hear me now. Yeah. We'll ask him later then. Does anybody have any questions in the chat? Feel free to leave them. Well, as long as it isn't like, too personal, but like, favorite games or some shit like that, like game-wise, power scaling-wise, feel free to leave it. And also try not to do politics either, because that's not what we want to discuss here.
It's breathing. Yeah.
Yeah, the power scaling got
Super is
wonky as
booty
hell.
cheeks. Krillin the Day made me almost quit Dragon Ball. Wow.
What did you run it on? Fish game. What game? You had to throw like rings or something?
Oh, he's talking to me. I see.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super didn't meet the expectation of Dragon Ball Z.
I haven't named him yet.
Like the only real good thing I can say Dragon Ball Super did was like make the characters stronger, but other than that, I mean, like, yeah, there were some pretty good fights there, but overall, it just didn't like. Ah, man, I
Yeah.
just even
And,
I think even Toriyama on Twitter was complaining about some of it.
Yeah. And as far as like me answering that question, I haven't seen Super. I can't really say. Like I've seen Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Kai. Neither of the three really did it for me, so I never cared for Dragon Ball. So if I didn't like those, I'm not gonna like Super. That's genuinely seen as worse. So it's like I just never bothered to watch it. So yeah.
Have you seen Bleach?
I have a Bleach manga in my cabinet, but have I seen the Bleach anime? No, but I do want to.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, like, what we could do, I mean, since I could share my screen, we could watch it together some other time. It doesn't have to be like a live stream or anything.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. So, okay, you know what? How about now, Manny? Did you mention earlier? You there, Manny?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. I'm reading a comment. Nah, he didn't dodge. Goku didn't say, hey, let me hold back. Let me not hurt Krillin. Now Krillin shoots one back, but instead of it being immediately absorbed, Krillin's Kamehameha pushes back. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, all these characters in Super just get strong as hell for, like, either no reason or, like, very vague reason. Like, Frieza coming back, all he had to do was train for a few months, and now, like, he gets to skip, like, the power of Cell, the power of Majin Buu, the power of Super Saiyan God, and just go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue. It's like, Goku did all these years of training, and then for what? For Frieza to catch up in just, like, a couple months? Like, yeah, they could try to play it off as, like, Frieza being gifted or having, like, his genetics built a certain way, but I don't know. Yeah, I think he went off to go to do the carnival thing.
Yeah, probably. So, there's another question for us in the chat. No user wants to know, Boy Genius fight, who would win? Dexter versus Stewie versus Jimmy Neutron. Well, between Dexter and Jimmy, definitely Dexter. Between Dexter and Stewie, I mean, from what I know, probably Dexter, but I mean, Stewie, I feel like if you use, like, high-end arguments, like, isn't he, like...
Hold on, wait a
Like,
minute
didn't
now.
he, like, accidentally create the Big Bang in a space-time continuum in a episode? I mean, like...
Yeah, he did.
That's a high-end feat, probably, though. Yeah, he did. So, if you use... But I don't know Dexter's high-ends, but if you use, like... But okay, with high end, Stewie might win. Don't quote me on that. He might win, but with consistency, now Dexter stomps both of them to oblivion. Absolutely.
Wait, now hold on. Wait a minute. Uh, are you aware of the crossover they did with Jimmy and Timmy Turner?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying even with that, Dexter would win? I haven't seen Dexter. Well, I've seen Dexter's Laboratory, but I haven't scaled it like that, so I wouldn't know.
From what I understand about both of them, I do think Dexter now, unless there's like massive feats in the. Now, are you bringing the crossover up because there's like massive feats in it? Is that what you're bringing up?
Yeah, they like. I think they go like from planet to planet across the universe, activating like these star towers or whatever, and then they caused a tear in reality where they would end up
Oh.
like fighting in both shows. Like there was like a split in reality. Like
Hmm.
Jimmy was pulling Timmy's no. It was Timmy Turner who had a crush on the blonde chick. I forgot her name. But she is from Jimmy Neutron, like the blonde girl. Sydney, yeah.
Sydney.
So they were fighting, and like Timmy grabbed one of her arms, and then Jimmy grabbed another one of her arms, and they were pulling her back and forth, and then the screen was split in the middle. So when she got pulled to the left, she looked like the animated version for Timmy Turner, and then when she got pulled
do
the other
remember
way,
that.
yeah, and then she looked 3D, and then like you know what I'm saying. So I don't know what was going on there.
I have no idea. But you gave me an idea though. If you want to react next, Rewind Rumble, that we're a part of, and Frank was in it too. We did a Dexter versus Jimmy Neutron, like it says here 5 years ago. If you want to react to that next and maybe get a feel of what how it is, it's up to you. But
Yeah, probably
as
another
far
time.
as I know between the two, I'm sorry, what?
Probably another time because I'm gonna have to get off in a few minutes.
Oh, okay, I got you, man. That's fine. Um, but yeah, but I mean, for right now, I'll say Dexter. But yeah, that if you bring like if there's other feats that I don't know about, then that might change.
Yeah. All right, last
All right,
shot for questions.
so oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, man. I was just talking to the chat. But yeah, go ahead with whatever you were saying.
Well, actually, I was just gonna say what you were gonna say. Like, hey everyone, Manny has to leave in a few, so if you have any last minute questions, go ahead and leave them. We can probably. You're gonna be on for what, 5 or 10 more minutes?
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
Okay. Dexter has a force field, Stewie does not, and Dexter also has a vaporizer to wall. Stewie very rarely ever uses Dexter. Protocore in melee, Stewie wins. See, like, um,
Yeah, it is
yeah, if you
Saturday.
use high ends,
My bad. I was reading the comment. He was like,
yeah,
"It's
Saturdays
Saturday."
are best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the comments. Saturdays are best day. Stewie might win. Don't quote me on this because I don't know Dexter's high ends, but he might win if you use high ends because of that universal Big Bang. Now, would that Big Bang feat be universal or beyond that?
I don't think he tanked it, but like I guess in terms of AP with the device, yeah, you could say that. But they also go into
Yeah.
alternate timelines, I think. So maybe multiversal. I don't know.
Are you making any videos about Archie Sonic, and are you bringing back Seven Deadly Sins on your channel? Archie Sonic is a possibility, yeah. So what about Seven Deadly Sins, Manny?
Yeah, I actually got another video planned for that. Completely different topic. When I post it, I'll post it. So, yeah, we got both of those
Nice.
things.
Yeah, nice.
All right, fellas, I'm
Oh.
signing off. I'm gonna talk to Reptile for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head to bed because I didn't sleep last night.
All right, chat. Peace out, and thank you all for joining. We'll be back when we're back.